All right, I have been a busy boy, I want to give you a little update on the shop, what's going on around here. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to my buddy Randy McSwain. I'm lucky. I've got the best friends in the world. I got a lot of really good friends. I came home one day and I walked in, I flipped on the light switch and I said, what's going on here? Something's different. I couldn't quite figure out what it is. And then I realized I can see. And Randy McSwain, my buddy, came by while I was gone. He and Russ Queen got together and they've replaced all my lights, all my lighting in here with LED lights. He's hung additional lights here and it's additional set of lights down through there. And man, it's unbelievable. I can actually see. It's like amazing. I'm blown away. He said I was working in a dungeon. I thought the shop was fairly well lighted, but evidently not so, because I mean it's awesome. Thank you, Randy, you're the man. Speaking of Randy, he gave me a tunnel ram for my 383, the 1-barrel tunnel ram right here for the 383. And Mo Perry tossed me a 2 4-barrel intake for a 383. And I have another intake here, a single 4-barrel dual plane hidden under there for the 383. So whenever we get ready to do something on that, I'll have plenty of intakes. All right, my buddy little brother Vern, he's got the 340 about ready to go. Let me uncover that. Got to clean it up a little bit more. Looks like it needs to paint it. Anyway, the 340 is just about ready. Vern will be here tomorrow. And I appreciate all your help on that, little bro. We're just going to put it back like it is. We don't know what's in there. We don't know what kind of cam it is. It was freshly rebuilt. So we're just going to take a chance on it. If it doesn't work out, we'll punt. Okay, let's see what else we can find over here. Oh, notice all the snap rings? I got walls full of snap rings, automatic transmission snap rings, pressure plates and things. You guess it. I'm building a torque flight for the Russ Queen's Valiant wagon. There's a bunch of rings and clutch packs and selective fit with thrust washers and everything. Anyway, I'm building a 904 for the Russ Queen's Valiant wagon. There's my snap ring tools and things that I use to disassemble. Built a distributor, 318, 340 distributor, point distributor. New vacuum vents, excuse me, points, bushings, the whole work. It's rebuilt, ready to go. I'll use that for run-in stands, run-in engines on the stand that I'm going to build in the future. And that future's coming up fast. All right, let me show you what else is going on. Can't believe the lighting in here. Thanks, Randy, you're the man. I got some parts for the Queenie's 318. I'm going to start working on that today. I had that bushing that had disintegrated on the inside of the block there, oil pump drive shaft bushing, so I picked that up. I got a tool to install it with, so I've been waiting for that to arrive. It finally came in. Our cam and lifters came in, so I'll hopefully get a little progress done on that today. I made a lot of progress on the 283. Let me show you this. There we go. I have some rocker arm geometry things I've got to work out. I've got some push rods ordered for that, so once the push rods come in, we'll finish assembling the 283. That's for the 67 Nova. Joe Brown, we're working on it. We're trying to get there. And we'll cruise through the back part of the shop right here and see what else we can find right quick. Uncover this. That's the Queenie's 904 torque flight. I've got it all cleaned up, ready to assemble. I'm going to replace probably the front drum. I'm not happy with it. Get this out of the way. I'm not happy with the front drum, the front pump and the front drum, direct drum. So I'm going to tear down a transmission this weekend, see if I got some spare parts. Got an overhaul kit, clutches, bands, thrust washers, bushings, the whole works for her 904. We can make a little rocket ship out of that Valiant wagon. And I'll show you what else I picked up on the outside here. All right, Vernon and I have been going around measuring wheelbases, and we came up with a list of what we need for all the various cars and trucks if we decide to do some chassis swaps. I'm going to put a chassis underneath the Dodge truck. It's a 108-inch wheelbase, and S10 fits it perfectly. And my buddy Randy McSwain again picked this up for me. This is a nice car. I mean, a nice truck. I mean, it's almost a shame it's got a bad engine. Open it up, but it's clean. I mean, it's super clean. It's almost too nice, so I may save this one and swap in a 327, a small block Chevy, because it's almost a shame to tear that thing all apart just for a chassis and scrap out the rest of it. So anyway, I picked that up, $300. It's got a bad engine. Other than that, it's good to go. So I'm happy with that acquisition. That's for the Dodge truck. And one more thing before we start building Queenie's 318. I got everything back from the machine shop some time ago. Some people have been asking about the Pig and a Poke 385 stroker. So I gathered up all the parts, and I realized I have everything I need to build this. I've got rings, rods, mains, cam bearings already installed in the block. The block's ready to go. Heads, rocker arms, overhaul gaskets, timing chain, gear set. I mean, I've got everything I need to put that 385 back together again, the Pig and a Poke engine. This was balanced by Par racing engines. If you guys are on the East Coast, you've heard of two guys, if you're in the drag racing. That's Gene Fulton and Par racing engines. Well, the Duggins boys said they thought they could save it. It was ugly. The crankshaft was ugly. They thought they could save it. They wanted to give it a try. So I stopped by one day, and they had it on the balance machine. The guy said he was the best balance guy he had. It's on the balance machine. I came back a little bit later. He called me to come get it, and I talked to the guy. He said, "It's ugly. I got it fixed. I think it'll work. I think it's good to go. You know, if you miss a shift and you go 8,000 even or more RPMs, I think it'll hold together, provided your pistons and rods are good, and they do look like they're good stuff." So anyway, that's the update on the 385. Once we get the 283 done and Queen's 318 done back here, I'm going to start on the 385, because I may put that in the IROC. I'm not sure. I got plenty to do, but unfortunately my company got bought out by a large corporation, and I'm not sure what my job situation is going to be. I'm sweating it, actually. I needed to work for, I wanted to work for another 3 or 4 or 5 years, but we'll see how that comes out. I'm going to take some time off this month. I've got to burn a bunch of vacation, or I'll lose it because the new company won't pay me for it. So I'm going to be in the shop probably for the next 3 weeks. I've got 3 weeks of vacation. So you guys can expect a bunch of videos, like it or not. I like the little 283. That thing's going to be sweet. All right, let's get to work. All right, we hit a snag. Always happens. I had to stop on the 318. I don't have a slide hammer to get that bushing out. My slide hammer doesn't fit. So the 318's on hold. I'm not going to go to the box store and try to find something and make something for it. I'll maybe do that tomorrow. I just don't feel like fooling with it today. 283 parts didn't come in, so I'm not going to be able to work on the 283 engine after all. So we're going to work on the Nova brakes. That's the plan now. Try to get the brake system plumbed in. At least make some progress, so Joe and Huck can drive the Nova. All right, we got most of the brake lines run now. That 3/16 nickel copper here, that's pretty easy to work with. It shapes and bends pretty easy, but when you get up into the 1/4 inch size, like right here, it's tough. It's hard to bend, even with bending tools. And I've got 2 or 3 different types, but I got it worked out to where it looks good and fits good for something that really wasn't made to fit. Again, I'm gonna tell you, this is the right stuff, and it is not the right stuff. buy something else. All right, we're making progress on the Nova. I got to bring that line across down here and across behind the motor mounts, or under the motor mounts. Tie it in on the other junction block on the other side. And then the brakes will be, I think, complete. Of course, I have to bleed them, but other than that, plumbing wise and everything else except for the vacuum to the booster will be complete. I'm a happy man. Oh, there's some factory clips on that cross member down there. I'm going to secure that to the old factory clips, and then the rest of them will kind of secure with these 8L clamps. Makes a nice insulation. Now, when I was editing this video, I realized that I didn't finish it, so let me show you what we have here. Got the brake line run plumbed in. I can't see it around there, I can't stretch that far. And run across. And back into the master cylinder. So we're good to go. All I have to do is bleed the brakes and that should be complete. I haven't actually checked the rear brakes on this car. It was working good when I parked it, but they may be okay. Hopefully they are okay. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video here. I'm headed to Shelby, North Carolina to visit a friend. He has a 1939 Chrysler 413 tunnel ram, 2 4-barrels. So I'm gonna give him a hand for a day or two and help him out a little bit, see if we can get the wiring done on it and get the thing running good and do what I can. He's a good friend of mine. He's helped me a lot here in the shop, and I'll return the favor. All right, you guys, I appreciate you stopping in. More videos coming as I have time, and it looks like I have a lot of time coming this way pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Catch you later.